All right, let's get you on to America's Radio Newsline. Have a conversation with Tracy Davis, GOP political strategist, former speechwriter for President George H.W. Bush. Now, she grew up with the Kennedys, was mentored by the late Senator Ted Kennedy. Tracy, welcome to America's Radio News.
Well, I'm so glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Let's talk about what's happening in the GOP field right now. It's anybody's guess. Lori and I have talked about this extensively on the air. A lot of political pundits are also echoing what we've been observing here about the way this race has been going. It is so up in the air and so unprecedented. It's hard to get a pulse on where the GOP electorate is right now.
It certainly is. It's anyone's guess. I mean, Gingrich seems dead, but if he does fantastically in the debate on Wednesday, you never know, because when you look at him in debates, he can win a state with his debates and change everything. Santorum is surging, but he's a little bit on thin ice with his social issues, and some of the things he's saying, or at least some of the ways they're being portrayed. And then, of course, Mitt is he's having his own problems, no matter how much money he has relating to the voters. So it really does seem like we don't know what's going to happen, right?
Right, and the majority of delegates still up for grabs. So can Mitt Romney change the narrative that he can't wrap this thing up despite all of his money?
I don't understand it. If I were advising him, I'd almost have him address the problem, because Obama was so charismatic and got everybody carried away with his texting and got all the young people, and when he was in the stadium in Denver, and it was like he was a king. And I think a lot of the people who voted for him are horrified at at the national debt, at the economy, at many things that he's led us towards. So those undecideds and the ones that voted for Obama and the ones that we really do have to capture this time to have an ARV tent, I think that if he just said, you don't have to have that kind of charisma to be a great president. And although I might not come across like I care about America, of course I care about America, I'd never do this otherwise, or, just sort of say it's just part of his personality. That would be one way to handle it, I think. I think you have to address it.
We're speaking with Tracy Davis, GOP political strategist, former speechwriter for President George H.W. Bush, who grew up with the Kennedys, no less. So, Rick Santorum, can he get the nomination?
I think that he could, but I have doubts about him winning, because I just think he does excite the very conservative base. But as I said, we really do need a president that appeals to a larger base than that, and that's going to be a problem with Rick Santorum. Like last night on Hannity, he says he doesn't want to talk about the social issues, but then when he was saying that amniocentesis and prenatal testing is done only to cause abortions and to protect the doctors, it has nothing to do with the safety of the child and the mother, that can be a turnoff to a lot of people. That is a very radical statement. I mean, I have 2 children, and I know a lot of mothers who were tested beforehand because they want to make sure their baby's okay.
All right, thank you very much. Tracy Davis, GOP political strategist, former speechwriter for President George H.W. Bush. Thanks for appearing here on America's Radio News.
Thank you very much.